Hello, everyone. This is Webster, and we are going to be playing some casual browser games because, well, I'm running out of Steam games, and since I'm pumping out like 2 videos a day, I gotta buffer that list a little with some of these. So today we're gonna probably do some Wikipedia trivia games and Geoguessr, obviously. So we're gonna. I actually recorded a little bit right before this of Geoguessr, and I had probably the most generational aura loss of my life, and it was too embarrassing. I could not. I couldn't post that. It was just it was awful. All right, we're gonna do a diverse world. I think this is the one pros use, but I'm not entirely certain. Okay, this looks like Europe, right? What kind of text is that? Is that? I don't even think this is Latin text. This could be like China or something. I don't know. The reason I say China is because these poles, I haven't really seen that before. Also, buses. I just feel like China has a lot of buses. It was Europe. It was Estonia. All right, that one's fine. I can accept that. This is like up here. Hmm. Well, I got the country right. I got the country right. What the hell? I'm on like Kenshi. Any Kenshi enjoyers out there? Feel like I'm walking through the wastelands right now. Badlands? Shit. Now I look like a LARPer. So part of me wants to say Mongolia. Mm. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. We got some tuk-tuks. We got some tropical greenery. It's definitely. What is that? Oh, never mind. I think that's like a Jeep or Mercedes Benz or something. It looked a little bit like one of those old Model Ts for a second. Um, yeah, so we're probably just over here in this general region. I want to say Indonesia. What? No. Wow. In Bangladesh. Okay. Is that Bougainvillea? That might cut it down a little bit. A lot of places use this though. Although looks like Bougainvillea mixed with something else. Could be wrong. Um so Bougainvillea is a Mediterranean plant, but I do know they use it in Mexico, or at least Central America. So I am probably gonna go Mexico here because this doesn't really scream Mediterranean to me. I'm gonna go Mexico City. Ah, see? It was in Puebla. See? I've got some good knowledge in there a little bit. Mostly related to plants, but All right, let's move on to Texas. All right, now this is where I had my biggest aura loss. God, it was bad. Just to let y'all know, I am in the top 10 here. It's not a well played map, so it's not too impressive. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Oh, I didn't know that guy knocked me down. Um, yeah, I got knocked down 2 spots. Let's get into it. I'm nervous. Well, shit, this could be anywhere. Actually, I think if I knew, I could probably figure it out. Looks like there's a field right past here. Because you don't see any trees back behind the tree line. Maybe same on the right, but I wouldn't be too sure. This gravel looks pretty unique, though. If I could find out what the gravel was, I'd probably generally find out the area. But I don't know. This makes me want to say probably more closer to the coast, just because the color reminds me of sand, and I don't really see gravel roads this color up in North Texas. But I could just be talking out of my ass. I'm just gonna split the difference between Houston and San Antonio. All right, it was actually like Central Texas. Okay. All right, this is probably east. You see these tall forests out east. Um, this is an interesting road. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. My guess is okay. We're facing south. My guess is we're probably coming down from somewhere over here. Wow, northeast. Okay. I usually associate red soil with northeast, but I was right that it was east. Hmm. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. First off, I'm probably not going to go North Texas. Usually because that would have an oak tree of some kind, but I'm not seeing anything like that. So, my guess here is that we're probably a bit more south. Maybe like I could probably just go College Station and get a decent score. But honestly, I'm thinking we're probably near Waco. Motherfucker, it was North Texas. Son of a bitch. All right. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. It's not as bad as the stuff I was saying earlier. Now, this one is interesting. I don't know. This looks like Africa or like Australia. This is weird. What are these, mesquite? Oaks? Can't tell. It's too far. My guess is mesquite. Um, this is weird. Okay, so we're definitely not down here. This is like hill country. Over here is too dry for this. We could be up like in this area. Although we could be like way north. Because this little armpit area, I don't really fucking understand. It's just bizarre. Yeah. I'm gonna lock here. That's pretty bad. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool though. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little salt and lime. Okay. Also, that wasn't the name of the city. It was like Cuero. Yeah. I go there sometimes. Not in real life, but I pick it as one of my towns that I pick. Um, I'm just gonna go College Station, guys. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. All right. One more. That was a practice. I mean, technically, the last match I played should have been a practice, but we're counting that one as practice too. Overcast probably means either East Dallas, Austin, or San Antonio. These trees don't really scream Dallas to me. Actually, these kind of do. But this screams ugly. If I'm being honest, that looks like crap. What is that? Do they have like vinyl siding and the stone? That just looks bad. Okay. So if I'm looking like in this general area, I might be tempted to go Dallas. But looking over here makes me want to go San Antonio. Looking over here makes me want to go Austin. So I'm going to split the difference between San Antonio and Austin. If it's Dallas, well, I'll shoot myself. Hey, nice. Okay. This is honestly, this is DFW. Japanese maples, fuck them. I hate them. But people like them. Are those penstemons? I can't tell. Interesting though. I don't really see these being used that often. Whatever these are. I don't know my grasses. I'm still gonna go DFW though. Probably up here. Okay. Put my foot in my mouth. This is probably east. Like I said, if you get these thick trees, it's probably piney woods. That's the ecoregion of East Texas. This one has a pretty good house. Guy owns 2 trucks. Uh, I would say we're probably near a city. Could be Tyler. Could be Longview. We're facing north. Let's go here. I used I used to live there as a baby. I lived in Bastrop. Like legitimately, maybe even near this area. Oh man. Okay. This kind of looks like Cuero. If I'm being honest. Cuero had a lot shorter grass, but it does kind of look like it. The roads kind of give me like North Texas area. Oh God. Kill me now. Ay, ay, ay. It's fucking Bastrop again. Okay, okay. Look at this. This is easily Piney Woods. This is easily Piney Woods, right? This is not Bastrop. We're like in Sam Houston National Forest or something. All right, I'm gonna go right here. Nice, nice. Okay, let's move on to the Wikipedia game. All right, we were gonna play some wiki game to go from one random article to another random article, but I kept like getting into some stuff that was like really awkward to try and like use it as a path for me to win because I kept getting stuff like so for example, one of the articles I had to end up with was fire hose. So I had to go through the civil rights movement. I felt like that was fucking awful. I had to restart. I couldn't do that. And then I had to get to like some Scottish philosopher from like a trampoline championship. I ended up getting into the Troubles, which is Ireland, and it felt gross. So we're just not doing that one today. We're gonna go on to Wikitrivia. Okay, this is new. Let's do hard, I guess. Oh yeah, they changed it up. Okay, this is hard. Okay, so basically, there should be a little timeline here, and it'll start with one article. It'll tell you the year, and then it'll give you random Wikipedia articles. Obviously, this one is Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, which was in the 90s? 2006. Damn. Honestly, I thought she was dead by then. Uh, no offense. Portuguese Angola is established. That's got to be between them. That's 1655. Painting by Renoir. I want to say he's a little earlier. I think he's like 1630s. Damn. Okay. I've never heard of this. Quimbaya civilization begins. Brainfuck is created. What? That's got to be over here. Yep. What is that? Brainfuck. Okay, this has got to be right here. A football club? Yeah, 1925. Sinclair Lewis, the famous author of The Jungle Book, right? Or is it The Jungle? Isn't it maybe just The Jungle? I don't know. He dies in the 30s, 50s. Okay. Final War of the Roman Republic begins. That's going to be over here. Yep, 31 BCE. Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's intentional. Portuguese Timor is established. Angola or Timor? Angola or Timor? After. Yes. Durrani Empire is established. Where is that? What are all these green and red flags? That's cool, though. I've never heard of this. Historical state. This has got to be over here. What? I've never heard of that. Rutherford B. Hayes, famous American president, known for something that I forgot in history class. I would say he died before. What? He died in 93. Okay, let's do another one because we're not doing the wiki game. So let's do a new one. Boris Godunov premieres to play by Alexander Pushkin. Rage 2. That's after, obviously. Oh. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War releases. Before or after 2019? After, right? Ooh. Damn, I'm not a big Call of Duty guy, but I'm proud of that one. Mini Hatch debuts. Car model by blank. I would say probably like 2014, 2015. 2001. Piccadilly line opens. That's probably right there. Yeah, 1906. Ulysses S. Grant. That's got to be over here for sure. Harthacnut becomes king of England. That's got to be like 1100. Actually, what's the Battle of Hastings? So like 1160 or something. 1040. Actually, Battle of Hastings was not in 1108. I think it was 1008, right? Anyways, Felipe of Belgium becomes king of the Belgians. Now, he is obviously, maybe, still alive. I would say over here. Boom. Sheraton Hotel. What? Sheraton Hotels and Resorts is founded. I would say over here. 1937. Ludovici Ares is created. Roman sculpture from the 2nd century Common Era. Thank you for the win. Mercury Records is founded. Excuse me. I want to say it'd be before 1937, but it could be after. I'm going to say before. Oh, darn. Okay, historical mosque. That's going to be over here. What? Calvin Coolidge becomes president. He's after. Oh. I wasn't even thinking. Ay. Yeah, he definitely would have been after 1906 if I was paying attention. I was just thinking, ooh, 2 presidents. He's after that. Damn. One more, just for the fun of it. Let's see what we got. if it'll load. It may not. There we go. First Nagorno-Karabakh War begins. Are those nations? Okay. National anthem. It's going to be early. Laozi dies. Founder of Taoism. Much early. Much early? What the hell? An album was released in 1972. California state capitol is completed. Over here. Huang Yu Emperor becomes Emperor of China. Gears of War 3. Qumran is completed. Archaeological site in the Palestinian Authority, West Bank. I mean, that's got to be over here, right? Oh, it could be over here. I'm going to say here. Nice. Herva Synagogue is completed. I don't know what Herva is. Is that a place? Let's think about it. Judaism is a very, very old religion. This looks surprisingly modern. Of course, it could be renovated. I'm going to say it's probably over here. Oh, nice. Fanta is founded. This has got to be over here. I've never heard of this before. This is a loss, but we're going to put it right here. Oh, Neuromancer is published. Book by William Gibson. This looks like 1980 something. Yep. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Wait a minute. That's a good question. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 released when? Before or after 2011? It had to be after, right? 2014. Born Shell is created. Programming or computer language. Probably in the... Oh. Dang. Saw 3. Don't hate me, guys. I've never seen the Saw movies. I don't really like them that much. I'm just going to say over here. 2006. Okay, something in Rome. This has got to be like early. Like over here. Dang. All right. I got 12. That's good. All right. Hope you all enjoyed that one. I did. We might get some more of these, and hopefully I'll get better. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.